I mean, that heel could be sealed, but the wounds that are suffered through the tongue of another individual, that we got to be careful. Within our own circle, I'm not talking about outside, within our own circle. Within your household, you got to be careful what you say to your spouses, what you say to your children, how you speak to your brothers, how you speak to your sister, how you speak to your parents, how you speak to others. Lest there's an unsur, an element of disrespect in it. That famous couplet that a shair has mentioned, that jarahatu sinan laha yiltan, or laha yiltan. Those jarahat, those wounds that are caused by spears, they can be healed. Ma jarah al-lisan la yiltam. Whatever is harmed by a tongue, there's no healing from that. How many years pass by, you still remember something that your loved one has said to you? You'll never be able to get rid of it. No matter how many years have passed by. Children have grown older now. Forget about it. They're still staying. So the one who has been affected by it should move on and let go of it, because staying with it is only going to harm you. And the one who has done this damage should refrain from doing so moving forward. Imam says, Ilahi, وَكَمْ مِنْ سَحَائِبِ مَكْرُوهٍ قَدْ جَلَّيْتَهَا. Oh God, many a dark cloud bearing sorrow and misery has been dispersed. Everyone can relate to this. Have you all been bestowed with many favors of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but at the same time, there have been areas and times where there are dark clouds upon us. When we have lost a loved one, when we have lost a business, when the friendship had ended, for example, in negative patch in our life that has happened, that dark cloud remains on top of us. Someone who can just sit there and complain, or someone who can say what towards the end of it, who can say, "Kam min abdin wa amsa, waj'alni linama'ika min ash-shakirin, wa li'alaika min adh-dhakirin." Although with all that has happened, make me amongst those who are, shakirin, grateful towards your ni'mah, and those who are dhakirin, towards your favor. Sallallahu alaihi wa
Allahumma salli ala.
I'm running out of my time, and there are 18 segments. Inshallah, I'll keep this for the majlis that is to be coming, inshallah, tomorrow night on the shahadat of our seventh Imam. But lastly, what Imam Islam says, and I'll conclude with this. Imam here really talks about this personal effect or this personal situation. He says, Sayyidi wa Mawdahi, Kam min abdin amsa wa asbaha qad istamarra alayha al-qada. Mawlahi wa kam min abdin asbaha wa amsa wa min madaik al-hubus as-sujud. My Lord, oh my Master, many a living being, day after day, is kept a prisoner in narrow, gloomy corners. Think about those who are captured. Think about those who've been captives for many, many years. Just the recent war in Gaza, how many have been captured and now they've been imprisoned? We kept on mentioning about the atrocities that are currently taking place in Palestine. The seas within the government, under the government's watch. How the people are deprived of the basic necessities. They know this convoy will go past, it'll deliver food for them, but they get attacked. Can the government not provide protection for these people? We hear these words in the du'as of Masumeen, and yet these things are happening in our surrounding all the time. And so you got to connect these two things. You got to understand there's a role that everyone has to play. Many a time there's nothing that you can do. So what can we do? Aside from just raising our voice. But you can do one thing, and that is to pray for them. Salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Allahumma salli ala.
We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us the tawfiq and ability to follow the commands and teachings of Ahl-e-Bait alayhi salam. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to hasten the reappearance of our way Imam and make us amongst the helpers and followers of Imam in the hadith. وأبلغ الموعظة كتاب الله وأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم العصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر.